America has seen like a lot of intolerance.
Yeah.
And
just
understatement. Do you believe with Barack Obama as president that a lot of this intolerance will be lifted?
I think some of it will. I think I actually think we've already seen a lot of that. I mean, I think he's partly an outcome of a change, not the creator of the change. And I think he's the first to say that you know, Lincoln abolishing slavery, and then the movement for women's suffrage and the anti-lynching campaigns and then the civil rights movement, those were all steps in a process of bringing into our understanding of full humanity all the people the Constitution left out. It's not like American democracy was really great at the beginning and now we're going back to something good. It was very limited, and it was really clear who had power and whose power was being protected. And it really, it's like, you know, some people see the white power structure as the center of American democracy, but I actually think the core of American democracy are all those people who believed in it more than the people who founded it, who fought for their rights in it. There's for me the center and the hope and the blessing of American democracy. All people like Rosa Parks and Fannie Lou Hamer and Septima Clark and Yuri Kuchiyama. What was that?
Martin Luther King Jr.
Martin, of course, him too. He's the most famous. But there's all these unsung heroes. You know, there's especially women who worked really, really hard. And in fact, Rosemary Ruth, the feminist Catholic that wrote a book for me, she was always a progressive Catholic, but she really woke up to racism because she worked in the civil rights movement in the Mississippi Delta. And a huge number of early feminists did. That we were involved in civil rights work as well. So there have been, especially in the 20th century, the connections between racism and sexism and homophobia and things have been seen by people more and more. So I think that's part of the reason we need to work together, that the struggle against all forms of second-class citizenship and discrimination, people with disabilities, gay, lesbian, transgender people, bisexual people, people of color, women, you know, it's immigrants, it's like there's a whole swath of humanity that was labeled second class, that have fought and worked together for being considered equal human beings. And I just think tomorrow is a sign of some of that work bearing fruit. There's more to do though. It's a lot, of course. So just like the woman who's the president of my denomination is the first woman to be invited to preach at the National Prayer Breakfast on Wednesday. And so many of us who are either ministers or professors in religion in our denomination are just thrilled if we feel like she's standing up there for all of us, because we have all struggled for our own right to be full contributors to the church too. And so it's so cool. And I met a woman on the metro last night coming in from the airport. She just sat down next to me. You know how everybody's talking to strangers right now.
Right.
And she said she was from Huntsville, Alabama, and I said I was from Oakland, California. And she said, oh, my son went to law school out in California, Pepperdine. And I said, well, I went to Chapman College. She said, oh, I know that school because that's in my denomination. And I said, are you Christian Church disciples? And she said, yes. I said, so am I. And we both went, isn't that great about our gentle minister? It's like, wow, it's just so great she's doing that. It was really weird that it was all the people I would sit down next to in the metro and be somebody like I had this connection and bond to. It was really cool. Yeah. So you know, there's another sign of hope. A woman could get up and preach to Congress, the Supreme Court, cabinet, all these major power players in Washington. She could get up and preach to them. It's great.
Is that all?